It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Fuck fucking Sony. That's what this is about. Fuck you, fuck your hardware. That's all I have to say. The reason why I'm making this video now is because I had a little bit of a situation. See, my controller, the first one that I got 4 fucking years ago, whose USB cords I had to replace thrice, not twice, thrice. This thing, because of the fact that the right stick, the second right button had already been stuck, but somehow it managed to figure itself out on that one, because now the right trigger decided to keep spinning, it ended up breaking simply because I would twist it out of anger, whatever, just like, like one of these. Now, in contrast, the Wii U gamepad has fallen off a CD holder that's 5 feet off the ground, fallen onto hardwood floor, and still works perfectly fine. In fact, I can still use my Nintendo hardware from 20, 30 years ago. But PlayStation 4, after having to send the first one back because it was spinning out discs automatically, this one, another one, a second one that they replaced for free because it was so early in my ownership of it that I still had a warranty. This one started doing that as well a few weeks ago. So now I had to replace the controller. Problem is, when you get a new controller, if you're not using a Sony USB official PlayStation cord, it doesn't sync. You have to get a cord as well. $15 for a cord after $50 for a controller, just to play your fucking Sony PS4. It's a joke. And as I've said, it already made the auto-eject noise a few weeks ago, so now I don't even know if I can play discs on this fucking thing. So when you look at it, Sony's had a consistent problem with their hardware. The original Sony PlayStation, you had to, after a while, turn it upside down to actually be able to play it, otherwise the disc just wouldn't be read, and the composite connections were disgraceful. They never connected. The Sony PlayStation 2 disc just stopped working, and if you dropped your controller anything close to the floor, that thing would shatter like shitty old plastic. The Sony PlayStation 3 had heating problems, and now the fourth one has a Blu-ray reader problem, a Bluetooth reader problem, which is one of the reasons why people's controllers just stop connecting, an auto-eject problem, and the controllers are made like shit. So all of this equals Sony fucking you in the ass to get you to buy more of their products, replace your products. No warranty means you have to pay $200 for them to replace it, and most likely it would be the second time you're going to replace your Sony PlayStation 4. So either way, those California cocksuckers in Santa Monica, that not really the ones that make it because Sony is based out of Japan, but the United States brand in California can kiss my ass. Because everything that they do requires money. Money that most of us don't have. And on top of that, to make matters worse, if you actually try to stream or record and produce videos based on Sony games, MK Fire and Ice, Maximilian Dude, Brad, all these so-called talents have already played through the entire game before you got it. So you don't even have any chance whatsoever to get anywhere with playing Sony games. But that's not really Sony's fault. Their hardware is their fault. So really, folks, if you had a choice between an Xbox One or a Sony PS4, I would say get the Sony. If you only have a choice between those two, get the PS4 per se, because you'll have pretty much the same issues with the Xbox One, and they have no games. I mean, the exclusives on Sony's PS4 are pretty much either a Dark Souls clone or a Last of Us clone. It's one or the other. But be that as it may, if you have a choice between either one of those two, I would say get the PS4. But if you have a choice of any console, get the Switch. Don't even fucking get a Wii U before you get a fucking PS4. Don't even bother. Nintendo hardware is just immeasurably better. It's a lot more durable. And after all, the Switch is getting pretty much every game on PS4 or Xbox One anyway. So why even bother with those? And their exclusives are just the best games you're going to play. So really, fuck you, Sony. Fuck your console, fuck your hardware, and if I wanted, probably in about a week or two, I can make another video about Xbox One and Microsoft and how they suck ass. And thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.